With over 800,000 concurrent players at its current peak, and as of writing 97 on Metacritic, entering the all-time top 10 for both records respectively, and a whole lot of +5 Holy Avenger tier memes, Baldur's Gate 3 is the talk of the internet town, but I have been in this town since I was a wee lad. I grew up on Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, you see. 2.5 edition D&D is in my ball-spawned blood. Ask me about Thaco and watch me go wacko. But does Baldur's Gate 3 from beginning to end do justice to the original games? Well, you'd have to play the whole game to give a really decisive answer, and of course I haven't finished it yet. I've been anticipating this game since I was literally 7, so I'm taking my bloody time. Gamers are fascinating creatures, D&D loving gamers even more so. But what gamers truly wanted is a DM as horny as them, but they've also wanted something different. And a turn-based seemingly niche D&D CRPG, the last of which Larian made only getting 80,000 concurrent players at its peak, now 10 times that. Well, Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be a lot of people's sleeper game of the year. And not for nothing Excalibur, but what a way to steal Starfield's thunder before it even gets here. No microtransactions, no Bethesda tier malicious goofiness with the paying customer, just $60, here's the game, here's a totally optional digital bundle for $10, that's it, goodbye. And as for tiers, a technological marvel lest we forget, oh Nintendo, what are you doing? Trying to patent a character looking at things or being moved through space? This is Namco trying to patent loading screen minigames, but worse. You got all the goodwill in the world from tiers, don't squander it. But hype aside, we must ask ourselves, is the game fun? Yes. May I see it? No. Oh, alright. In Baldur's Gate 3, you can kick a mind flayer in the head till he's dead, just for fun. You can use speak to animals on all the animals, or you can disintegrate a squirrel with your boot. You can pet a dog, play fetch, befriend owl bears, befriend bears, and if I say anything more, it's spoilers gate, so let's look back for a moment. In Baldur's Gate 1, you started as a low-level wandering adventurer, from wolves to ogres to some of Kevin Michael Richardson's best work as Saravok to some of the best dungeon design, period, and also, you could walk into a random house in the titular city and find 30 hostile chickens, just because. In Baldur's Gate 2, that adventure got heavy, with landmark companions and narrative fun, and the big meaty men slapping meat baddies of the monster manual came out to play. With Chapter 2 in particular showcasing the best side quests in a game, period, and you could also...
You are born of murder, the very essence of that which takes life. You have power if you wish it.
God damn, David Warner was the best. In Baldur's Gate 3, well, we already covered the beautiful goof potential. Above all, you can throw yourself into such a deep game world the likes of which we've rarely, if ever, seen, bringing the wonder of its predecessors into 2023 without resorting to retreading. Cause truth is, despite my silly little fandom, this didn't need to honor Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 at all. It just needed to be its own great thing and push the boat of game design out further, and they somehow still did all of that, and let's just call this last bit what it is. Dearest Dearest Larian, from early pitches to early access, you did it all, beautifully. Through COVID, through tripling the staff in a 6-year dev cycle, through panels from hell and delays and undelays, you came through. From Bloomberg to The Guardian to the praise yet to come, it's deserved. No game is perfect, but when a privately owned studio shrugs off acquisition and flies their own flag, takes these risks, and produces this, it's all worth celebrating. It's easy to see why this game and the story of this game resonates with people. I see it when the voice cast and directors seem so genuinely happy to have worked together. I see it in the developers rightly getting their flowers, and recency bias be damned, take a bow. So, how else to close but with, Larian, thank you. The party is gathered. Let's venture forth.